Hey, I'm MOE'S Toy Room. We're gonna unbox the world's greatest MEGO's monsters double feature of the 1935 Bride of Frankenstein. Here is Frankenstein and the Bride of Frankenstein, and it's coming up next. Hey everyone, welcome to another edition of MOE'S Toy Room, coming from my room to yours, and today we're going to unbox and review from some of the world's greatest MEGO monsters line. Here is from MEGO, Frankenstein and the Bride of Frankenstein from the 1935 classic. And you have the very beautiful Elsa Lanchester as she played the Bride of Frankenstein, and then also returning for his role was Boris Karloff, as he is playing the monster of Frankenstein. There, as the two of them have met up, they didn't hit it off right away, but when they both figured out they're both monsters, they said, hey, let's head on over to MOE'S Toy Room and let's get unboxed. So here you have Frankenstein right here with 14 points of articulation. He is supposed to be 8 inches tall. We're going to check him out. And also Bride of Frankenstein looking ever so beautiful as she looks right there, trapped behind her window of pain, locked in their plastic prison, as the two of them are doing a double feature together, as she is supposedly 8 inches tall and also comes with 14 points of articulation. Let's check out the back with a movie scene of the two actors and actress, well, the one actor and actress right there, Elsa Lanchester as Bride of Frankenstein and Boris Karloff as the monster Frankenstein. And then you have the film 1935, which also featured Colin Clive as the Frankenstein himself, Victor Frankenstein, I believe that's his name. So you could double check that and then correct me in the, on the bottom. Hit me up with the question, hit a remark, however you feel. Hey, hook it up. Let's talk horror. Let's talk horror, everyone. So there you see beautiful prints of the two of them right there in the back as they looked ever so elegant in 1935. These films are just classics. Classic. So what we're going to do is, and I forgot to mention, these are for ages 17 and up. You can find these over at Walmart. That's where the two of these came from. And they were $14.96 each there in the collector section, which may be known as AKA the NECA section over in the electronics area. They also do carry MEGO over at Target. I do not know if these two are Walmart exclusives or not, but I know that I found these two at Walmart and I found them together. And this is very recently, like probably within the last 2 weeks recently, maybe about a week and a half ago is when I found these two. So all right folks, so what we're going to do is we're going to unbox these and we're going to return and review them. And I wanted to say before that these were a beautiful price of $14.96 retail US dollars each. All right folks, we'll be right back. All right folks, so let's do the tail of the tape before they fall over. They're probably going to fall over because of the fact that, I don't know, they're just not standing up too well. But the tail of the tape for Frankenstein, yeah, he's 8 inches tall, which may come out to slightly a little bit over 20 centimeters. He's almost 20 and a half centimeters, almost. And then the bride herself, the late beautiful Elsa Lanchester, is checking in at about 7 3/4 tall to the top of her wig right there, and which comes out to, I don't know, slightly under 20 centimeters. Okay, if you look at the two of them side by side, let's put them side by side with the NECA Frankenstein, so that way you can get scale kind of. And then let's put McFarlane's Shao Kahn in there for you could see from McFarlane Toys how these guys check in. These are beautiful figures made by MEGO, and the MEGO Corporation has been around for a long time. They used to do the original MEGO superheroes back in the day, late 60s, 70s. Everything from the original Planet of the Apes to the original superheroes. I remember being a kid having an Iron Man and having a Spider-Man from MEGO. I believe that was the line that they were, and they looked exactly like this. They're dolls. They're not really action figures. And there went Bride of Frankenstein. She probably got a little upset when I called her a doll. But all right, doll. But anyway, this is how they looked back in the day. And what MEGO is doing is they're bringing this back and they're refreshing it. And the beautiful thing is Universal Monsters are making a comeback. And I love the fact that companies like this and companies like Universal Studios with their Halloween Horror Nights are keeping the memories of these icons alive. For that way they will live forever amongst all of us. Even our children will know of characters such as Frankenstein and the Bride of Frankenstein, and not just the newer horror. They will know where it all got started. Here you have the two of them, one behind the other, how they look, side right there. Okay, let's turn them around. They all have real clothing on. They're not made to be exactly, but you know who these are. These are dolls. Okay. I just unboxed the Phantom of the Opera MEGO version in my last review, so you might want to go in the library and check that out. All right, folks, so what we're going to do is let's review these. I'm going to review Boris Karloff as the monster Frankenstein first, and then I will get to Elsa Lanchester as the Bride of Frankenstein after. All right. So obviously these heads do not go up and down. They are very squishy. These are MEGO product. This is the way they were back in the day. They do spin all the way around. Very comfy. They do use real clothing on these all the way around. I don't know. Yeah, they got it Velcroed. So let's see here. You can see the inside on how they do that. Okay. That's it. And they pretty much use the same mold on all these guys. They'll change the color scheme on the bodies, but they'll pretty much use a lot of reuse over there, and then they'll change it up quite a bit. But I do like the fact that they put buttons on this one, which is really, really nice. I enjoy that very much. I like the way that this looks, the way it feels all the way down. But they're not going to have the same articulation as, let's say, a McFarlane Toys action figure or a NECA action figure, which can be 22 points of articulation and up. But hey, we're going to do this. All right. So arms do go up about yay. Okay. And you heard that pop in there because I think that I don't know what they use inside here to keep these arms moving like that. But yeah, MEGO tends to keep it real and they don't change their format. They've been doing this for years. Same exact thing. Single joints all the way around at the elbows. Hands do go up, down, around on that small ball joint right there. I think that might be a newer. I'm not sure. I would have to get my hands on an original MEGO action figure to compare them to the newer ones. I'd like to do that or look into some of my old barrels and stuff. I'm sure I probably got some MEGOs in there somewhere. I have to check into one of my storage units that I have. And then at the torso right here at the body, they always have that nice swivel that goes around in there that's really nice and comfy. You get more of an ab crunch, more all the way around side to side, which is really cool. That is nice. And then with the legs, obviously the legs go in and out, up, back, single joints at the knees. Okay. And then, yeah, look at that. I think they might have maybe a band system on the inside of the torso that holds the arms and the legs and everything together. So be careful with these. I am not sure on that, but it almost feels like that. Kind of like the larger, older Star Wars figures. And even the $6 million man figures were like that back in the day. And the problem is over time, from being in the sun and everything, those bands tend to break and the arms will fall off and legs will fall off out of nowhere. All right, folks, so be on the lookout for that. Okay, and then at the feet, he has no tilt rocker, no side-to-side movement. It has down up movements, which is really nice. There you go. And that's how it looks with these boots. Okay. And what's interesting about these guys is they have no peg holes on the bottom. So it's just, you got to figure out how to stand them or buy a doll stand to put on them. And there you have it. The review for Boris Karloff as the monster Frankenstein. It is my girl Elsa Lanchester's turn as the bride of Frankenstein. Here she is right here, the late great queen of horror. Well, queen of scream horror at that time, right? Black and white. Is that right? About right? All right. So obviously no down head movement. Okay. Head does spin around. Still is very squishy in the face. I do not know if this glows in the dark. I do not know. I think we just might be gifted with her beautiful green in her face right there. Correct me if I'm wrong. Also, let's check out her arms. She does have nice attire. Look at this. This is all cloth. Almost like as if mummy attire. I would love to see MEGO hook us up with the mummy. You know, yeah, Boris Karloff played the mummy too in the original one. So hook us up with that. Arms hit all the way around like that. Single digits on the elbows. There you go. Looking cool. And then the same thing with her hands. They have them bandaged all the way up. I do not want to undo that bandage at all. I like the way that this looks. And also you can see right here, she is bandaged all the way down. Just all the way down. So if you go right behind her bust area, well, right down below her bust area, she has pretty much the same gifts as Frankenstein, the side-to-side movement, whole lot of swivel, whole lot of ab crunch going there on this beauty. Legs do move around, but with this cloth attire, it kind of restricts it. But what we're going to do is we're just going to, you can see it's already starting to let off stuff from the bandages. We are going to, yeah, we're just going to pose these and put them in our collection. So all the way down to her feet. And then she has single digits on the knees. You can see right there. Same as the other knee. No double jointed knees whatsoever. No tilt rocker on the feet. Feet do go down and up. And there you have it for this beauty. These are two of the late greats from the Universal Monster line, folks. And I just want to say that it was my privilege. I get so excited to do these videos such as this one of the late Universal Monsters, because I grew up in the Bay Area where we had Creature Features, and every Saturday night we would check out Creature Features, and it was just a beautiful thing to see. And many people from the Bay Area, or if you used to live here in the Bay Area or the California area, are probably very familiar with Creature Features, and you're saying, wow, that's really hitting home. That's what Moe's Toy Room is designed to do. So all right, folks, so if you liked this video and you have not yet subscribed to this channel, please feel free to subscribe to this channel. Hit the bell for notifications so that way you know when the next video like this one hit. Also, please thumb up the video. It does help our channel out. Also, please feel free to share this video with friends, family, and yeah, just feel free to share it with all sorts of Universal Monsters. People that are into this kind of thing, that want to feel back like they were back in the day. This is perfect for you. Also, we are on Instagram at Moe's Toys. It's MOE'S. Moe's Toys up on Instagram. You can check us out on TikTok. We are a lot of stuff going on up on TikTok. There's a lot of videos on up there. I have a pretty good following on TikTok at Moe's Toy Room. So head over to TikTok, go to Moe's Toy Room, check us out right there. Let us know how we are doing. I'm feeling good. I think our channel is headed in the right direction, and to bring the Universal Monsters to Moe's Toy Room and to finally bring them back home where they belong. I am very grateful, and I'm very grateful to each and every one of you that are watching this channel. Thank you very, very much. I really appreciate it. It makes my day, because I could have the worst day ever, but the moment I get in front of these lights right here and I'm messing with toys, it just brings my heart out. And thank you guys very much for watching our program here at Moe's Toy Room. So from Moe's Toy Room to yours, everyone. Good night.